Charles de Brox Oliveira, is he in trouble? Arman's, I think, one of the only ones to ever even take down Islam. Charles does have some opportunities here, but this kid's going to be hungry and he's going to be dialed in. But still, one mistake with Charles, he can rock you, and when he rocks you, that's when he locks up his submissions and you're in some serious danger. So Charles definitely has some opportunities. There's definitely ways for him to win. But right now, okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. In this video, we're going to talk about Charles de Brox Oliveira. Is he in trouble? Versus Arman Tsarukyan. UFC 300 lightweight battle. We got Arman Tsarukyan, 21-3. He's 27 years old, 5'7". And we got Charles de Brox, 34-9, 34 years old, 5'10", 155. He's coming over off a one-fight win streak against Beneil Dariush. And Arman Tsarukyan's coming off a 3-fight win streak. His last fight was Beneil Dariush, KO. Okay, Charles Oliveiria, he's one of the real OGs. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, in my opinion, for sure. He's been in the UFC since 2010. That's a solid 14 years in the UFC, and it's always badass to me. It's always so impressive to me when people, they get beat up. Sometimes they go on, at one point he was on a 2-fight losing streak, and then he just goes on this streak. Something clicks, something figures out, and he just goes on this streak, and he looks phenomenal. He's got one of those lanky bodies, those lanky flexible bodies, which in my opinion is the best body type in MMA. He's got a very dangerous guard. If you sit in his full guard, he's going to be dropping elbows on you. You make one mistake, you're fighting off a triangle or an armbar. He's very good at jiu-jitsu, especially MMA jiu-jitsu off his back. He's got long arms, so his front headlock, he's really dangerous with his guillotines, his darces, anacondas. He's a real problem when it comes to jiu-jitsu, but Islam took care of him, no problem. So let's go back and watch this fight versus. This video is brought to you by Phillips Law. Over 1 billion plus won for their clients. Trusted and recommended since 1993. Over 1,800 plus Google reviews. They've been around. You need Phillips. I tell you that much. If you got some injury, can't go to work, give them a call. See if they can't get you some money going. Their number is 1-800-706-3000. Okay, that's Phillips Law. You need Phillips, ladies and gentlemen. Charles versus Islam. We were at this fight. This fight was in Abu Dhabi. It was the same night Sugar Shane busted up Peter Yan. Kneed him in his head. Gave him a fat cut, if you forgot about that. Okay, so a lot of pressure on this fight. A lot of build up. Here we go. This is round one here. Round one. Islam southpaw. Charles de Brox. Good Muay Thai style. It doesn't move his head like a boxer. His hands are really high, and he comes out and he pressures people right off the rip. He makes the fight really hectic off the rip, which is really cool. So he gets double unders on Islam, and he almost pulls guard. This was a mistake he made. He pulls guard right away. He didn't really make Islam have to really fight for the takedown. Already going for an armbar. Islam postures his chest up. Really aware of that. Already threatening with a triangle. He's so sticky with his guard and dangerous in his guard. Like I said, one mistake and you're going to be caught in some stuff. It looks like he's looking for a little Barato Plata action, but he can't fit his glove through there. So in the full guard is not where you want to hang out against Charles Oliveiria. Blah, blah, blah. Full guard. We're at round one, 348, and Islam is in the full guard. Guys that are dangerous like this, it makes it hard to ground and pound them. You posture up, they're threatening you, they're kicking you in the chest, and it makes it really hard. Now here he's got an overhook on Islam. Overhook on Islam. Islam's doing a great job at keeping his hips square with the person. Once you start letting a good jiu-jitsu guy, especially a good guard, start getting an angle on bottom, start opening up their guard, getting angles, then you're in danger for arm bars, triangles, omoplatas, for them to enter your legs. So Islam's keeping his forehead right under the chin here, keeping his hips squared up. So now he's in the open guard. Open guard looks to land some shots. Now this is where Islam does a good job here. Charles pulls himself underneath, Inverts, almost sneaks to the back. Islam fights out. Now they're back to the feet, neutral in the Muay Thai clinch. And then Muay Thai clinch, you know, Charles is going to be really good because he's trained at Shoot Box Academy for most of his career, which they have very good coaches, but they also spar really hard. You go through that many fight camps at Shoot Box Academy, your body is going to be pretty weathered. So Islam has the overhook, tosses him to his back, ends up in half guard, which is a much better place. Much better place to be. Puts his head to the mat, got his weight distributed the right way. Charles bucks, bumps. Islam's trying not to let him back to full guard, but Charles gets his full guard back here. Islam's hips square again. Main focus when you're on top in the guard. Your hips got to be square with the person. Head right under the chin. And now he's damaging him. And then there's only so hard you can really damage someone when you're chest to chest and your forehead's on him. You can hit him not super hard. To really damage him, you gotta posture up and really drop some hammers. But Charles has got an overhook here. Overhook here. Now it makes it a little more interesting when Charles's head is against the fence here. Makes it a little hard for him to get angles for arm bars and triangles and stuff. So now Islam's postured up. Dropping some real short elbows here. We're at round 1, 110. And everyone says when you feel Islam, you feel his power. But versus Arman Tsarukyan, Arman's I think one of the only ones, he might be the only one to ever even take down Islam. And you can tell how much respect those Russians have for this Arman guy because he is solid. Top to bottom solid. He's a great athlete. He's 27 years old. He's never had the opportunity. And now he's getting his opportunity against the Brox. Winner's got to fight for the title. Athletic, explosive kid. We're at 37 seconds. Islam's still staying in the guard. Trying to just make him carry the weight a little bit. Making sure he's not letting Charles set up his grips. Addressing the grips. But these Russians, they've been grappling their whole lives. And you know they were going to come with a good game plan. They know how dangerous Charles is on the ground. And how one mistake, it could be the end of the fight. So he's reacting to all these setups really good. Nice up kick here by Charles. Look how easy. Now we're up at 4 seconds. Look how easy his legs crawl up the guard. Okay, so that was a pretty high-paced round here. Second round, they march at each other. Southpaw orthodox. He's got that dangerous Muay Thai style. He's got very good kicks. He doesn't load up on his kicks. He's got sneaky knees. But Islam keeps improving too. In the clinch, trying to bust him up. So now they're in the over-under. In the over-under, Charles tries to throw him. Frame up, throw an elbow. Islam circles him back into the fence. And this is where you're going to feel these Russians' power. Serious power here. So we'll fast forward a bit to 2 minutes. 2 minutes, he drops him with the right hook. Throws a left-hand right hook. And this is the key moment here. Notice when he drops him, most people don't want to go with Charles on the ground. Because like I said, he's so dangerous from his guard. He's so good there. He can damage you with elbows. You make one wrong mistake, you get caught. So watch what they do here. He drops him with the right hook, grabs his ankles, and steps right to half guard. Once you step to half guard, that takes away your arm bars. That takes away your triangles. That takes away your omoplatas. That takes away a lot of your dangerous submissions. So he forces the half guard right away, and this is where my professor, Taquino Mendes, he's one of the best guard passers in the world, and you feel him. If you make the mistake and let him get on half guard, on top, half guard, pass your knee shield, pass your frames, you're in trouble. It's a matter of time before he passes your guard or head and arm chokes you. So this is a great strategy by them. Try to force the half guard as much as possible. He lands in half guard. Charles is pretty tired, and these Russians got that squeeze on him. So he already made the mistake. He got in this head and arm choke, and he's not letting him get out of this. He's keeping the ear to ear, pressure down, falls into side control, settles in, and then quickly Charles is tapping because this is such a tight choke, and he ends up finishing him. But We got Arman Tsarukyan a la Kalachalek. Okay, he's from Russia too, and this guy's dangerous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's 8 wins of his last 9 fights. He lost that decision to Matthias Gamrot. And he's going to be a real problem. He's going to be a real problem for Charles. Charles does have some opportunities here, but this kid's going to be hungry and he's going to be dialed in. Charles is 34. He's had the title before, but still, one mistake with Charles. He can kick you square in your head real easy. He can rock you, and when he rocks you, that's when he locks up his submissions and you're in some serious danger. So Charles definitely has some opportunities. Going to have some opportunities to win here. There's definitely ways for him to win. But right now, like I said, years of training at the Shoot Box Academy can add up. I would love to see Charles win the title again, but I think he's going to have his hands full with Arman. Official predictions are coming soon. I'm curious to what you guys think. Really curious what you guys think. Everyone loves Charles the Bronx. All his fights are so exciting. He's going to make it a sprint from the first round and let it rip. And it's going to be sweet. We're in for a real treat. UFC 300. Let me know what you guys think. Comment what you think below. What's going to happen. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you next week. Love y'all.